for some football here in Chicago at historic Soldier Field. Today we've got a battle here in the NFC North. It's the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears.
Your 2026 Chicago Bears.
Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And here we go from Chicago. Josh Blackwell to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. They'll be led out by last year's #1 overall pick, Brock. Looking to build on his decent debut season here in year 2. It's Caleb Williams.
He's somebody who has made a career of extending and creating plays. I mean, oftentimes, Kate, where I just would sit aghast. How did he do that? How does he make that throw on the run? Now he's got to take the spectacular and just add a whole level of consistency.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Williams starting with the pass here. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete. Luther Burden, the guy he was looking for. So that brings up 2nd down.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. He's got room to roam. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
1st down from the 42. On play action, here's Williams. Hits his target, that's DJ Moore. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
And he's tackled for no gain.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. To throw is Williams. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And he's brought down at the line.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
3rd down, here's Williams. Connecting with his back here, Swift. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
On 4th down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. Deep for the Lions, Khalif Raymond. This one carries out of bounds. Not the greatest field position awaiting them. It's spotted at the 11. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. Leading them out, got his first MVP votes after a career-best season last year. Now reached a decade in this league. It's Jared Goff.
The legend of this guy just grows year by year in the Motor City. The best individual season of his career, leading these Lions to a franchise record 15 wins. Now they just got to get to the ultimate goal, the Super Bowl.
Goff taking right to the air. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. First give on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A 7-yard gain.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action with Goff. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll work this one up to the 28. Kevin Byard there to bring him down.
2 yards.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Short pass caught by his tight end. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
The defenders, they were ready for that throw, stopping him right at the line of scrimmage.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Motioning the tight end now. Goff on 3rd. That's complete to Sloan. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that is good for a Detroit 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on 1st down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Off the play fake. Here's Goff. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the intended receiver. And that leaves him with 3rd and short. So his first blemish, Brock, after that perfect 4-for-4 start. And wouldn't expect one incompletion, though, to stop him from leaning on him this opening drive.
No, I don't think so. And I think more than anything, you see the defense kind of... ball can hit the ground on this side.
3rd down run by Gibbs. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
It's a gain of a yard.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
1st down, Detroit.
A good opening series has him across midfield now with a new set of downs. Man in motion, headed right. Play action here with Goff. That's complete to St. Brown outright. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the gun, Goff. Cut along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, you give him another foot of space, and he's going to bring that in for a nice gain. The throw, it just didn't give him enough real estate to establish possession before he hit the sideline.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Running for the marker, it's Gibbs. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
A gain of 3 yards.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
And send him over right. Here's Goff on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Lions have a first down.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Running it with David Montgomery. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Gone. Screen here for Gibbs. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Bears in the nickel, 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, so he's just going to hurl this one away.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they are able to get their first 3 points of this game.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead, and a little early momentum with that field goal.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Devin Duvernay to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Bears offense out there for their 2nd drive of the contest. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
First down, here's Swift. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Now they send their back in motion right. Williams will look to throw. Man, Loveland has it. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Running with Swift out of the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Williams set to pass. They set up the screen here to Swift. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be first down Bears.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Williams to throw on first. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
At the 7-yard line.
Offense in position now. It's first and goal. Working inside the red zone. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it's step one towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Driven backward to the 11 as they line up for 2nd and goal. Williams from the gun. And he'll score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears pull ahead 6-3 in the first. How quickly things can change, partner. The pain for being taken down that prior play. Yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used the pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw, and he gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears take a 4-point lead.
Bears 7, Lions 3.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Jacob Sailors now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So the Lions headed out for their second drive of the game. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. So the offense trying to flex a little creativity on that first down, and the defense, well, they flex right back. No gain. 2nd down coming up.
That right there, Kate, that just shows the level of preparedness this defense had coming into the game. They recognized the jet sweep from the start, and they nailed it right at the line of scrimmage.
Off play action, Goff. To the right and hauled in by Laporta. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 26. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
On first down, it's Gibbs. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Sending the tight end in motion left. Looking to throw. Goff. Dump off, caught by his back. And this is only going to be a small gain to the 42. Jalen Johnson with the stop.
That's the defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Goff now on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. These two NFC North teams have played one so far. 7-3 is our score. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. Back and beginning the 2nd quarter. Lions in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it'll be 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26. Here's a counter give to Gibbs. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Hit made by T.J. Edwards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Finds him over the middle. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
All right, they made the red zone, and it's touchdown or bust, it seems. They are lining up to go for this. Running for it. Here's Gibbs. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's simply a bet being made that not only is your call or scheme better, but that your players just want it more than the big fellas on defense do. And clearly on that one, they did.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Another one for Gibbs. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
They send a receiver in motion right. Goff off the play action. Into the end zone, but not brought in. It falls incomplete. And will bring up 3rd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Shotgun snap here to Goff. And he has the catch. Gets both feet in. That's a touchdown. The Lions take a 2nd quarter lead. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, Nothing was going to stop him either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions push their lead to 3.
Bears 7.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Here's Duvernay on the return. This makes it up to the 25. The Bears and Caleb Williams running out for their next drive. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. An incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, a give to Swift. Having gain up about a handful there. Alex Anzalone there on the stop.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Williams. That's Cox. This is Loveland. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
Bears, 1st down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Williams on 1st down. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. Now throw in the direction of DJ Moore. And it sets up 2nd down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. Here's Williams. Throwing the out route complete. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Here's Williams again. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Chicago brings out the punting unit. Torrey Taylor will kick this away. The Lions offense returning to the field. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. line, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Escapes the defender. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Going to the ground again on first. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's another Detroit Lions.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Williams coming in motion right. First down throw from Goff. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Here's a design run. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. There's Goff on 1st and 10. Gets it quickly to St. Brown. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
That's good for a Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Goff. Taken in by Williams outright. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down. Now we've got some whistles as a member of the Bears is shaken up and could use a look from the trainers here. Second and 3 now. Handoff to Gibbs from the gun. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. It's a gain of 4 there. And the Lions have a first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Goff to the air now. He brings it in. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions make it a 9-point advantage. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Bates now for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions make it a 10-point ball game.
Bears 7.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Blackwell now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. They're down 10 partway through this one. Score is 17-7. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Williams off the play fake. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
You know, Kent, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And this is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And it'll be 1st down, Bears.
Well, this defense has not had an answer, Kate, for either of the first 2 plays on this drive. I think it's got everybody, you and me, every fan believing, well, they're only 1 play away from putting points on the board.
A draw now. This is Swift. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be 2nd down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Now here's Williams. Throw caught at the 6. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with the 1st and goal.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. On play action, here's Williams. Throw left side is hauled in by Loveland. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can you get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Swift. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
Just 3 yards between them and a touchdown. It's 3rd and goal. To throw, Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense a down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
So on fourth down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash. Santos' kick is good. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is if the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. From the gun, Goff. Short pass brought in. He's taken down after reaching the 30. Tackle made by Jaquan Brisker.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage. The trusty tight end.
2nd down now, 7 to go. They'll go right side with Gibbs. Continuing to move past the 45. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. They get 19 on that pickup. And that is good for Detroit 1st down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. Again, it's Gibbs. Well, no repeat success of that last run as he only is able to get back to the line on this play. They only get a yard that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Throwing is gone. Dumps it off to his running back. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. Gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Off to throw here. It's 3rd and 2. Dumped off to his running back. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Play action here with Goff. Makes a desperate throw for the end zone. And that's incomplete in the end zone. Could have been 6 points, but as that one falls, Brock, instead just a turnover on downs.
Hey, drops happen. It's a part of the game. But unfortunately, that's an opportunity he and his offense can't get back. 6 points that literally went right off his hands.
The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. And with all their timeouts remaining, Brock, they might be able to put a little something together here. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. Completed to his running back. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Working from the gun, Williams. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. Timeout Chicago. It uses its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
All set to go now from the 35. First down, Williams to throw. Completed over the middle. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. The Bears bring on Cairo Santos for the field goal. This will be a 44-yard look. Santos' kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Kid, I don't think there's any question. This is going to be a close game when it's all said and done because it's awfully tight here at the half. And that field goal, and it gives them a little more confidence running into the locker room.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. The final throw before the break. He's trying to go deep again. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. While we checked in with Scott in Orlando, our two teams here, no doubt, made some adjustments. It's a close game here as we get ready for our third quarter.
Cairo
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. He'll take this at the 10. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. He dodged the tackle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. A pickup of 17. And the Lions have a first down.
First down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
First down, and they go right back to it. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Fits it through the middle. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
That's good for a Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
You throw it in the middle of the field, it's all about anticipation and accuracy. I mean, those are the 2 keys all the time in my book, Kate. But when you throw it in the middle of the field with all of the traffic, that's where guys with great anticipation and that tremendous accuracy come to life. That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Gibbs now from the gun. And that's going to be an 8-yard gain, it looks like, as it puts them in goal to go. So after the play, trainers headed out. A member of the Bears out there in some discomfort. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Montgomery. Will not challenge for the end zone. He loses a bunch here. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Goff. Brought in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions drive their lead to 11.
Bears 13.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Here's Duvernay on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Chicago getting set to take the field now. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. First call here coming from the shotgun. This drive is going to begin with a run by Swift. And this almost ended worse, but it gets a yard out of it. Lee McNeil in on the tackle.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Throwing the out route complete. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Williams going to run with it. Only able to get back to the line on that first down play, so no gain.
Boy, is it tough to fool this defense with how well they read and react to these plays. Held that line, and the QB keeper gets nada.
39-yard line.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Williams to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he is tagged right as he brings that one in, Brock. But a solid gain right up towards that midfield strike.
That's good.
That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Williams to throw on first. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's taken down at the 30. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
First down, Williams. He's got more once again. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
10 more yards. Complete to DJ Moore. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 20-yard line.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. They're on the counter with Swift. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. Williams with the sneak. And he's going to be touchdown as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
It's a gain of 2. And the Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard
Kate, is there
line.
a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And we got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders. He's signing for it.
And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
14 yards.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. This time it's a passing play. Caught just shy of the goal line. Head out of bounds after a small gain.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Swift. And he's in for the touchdown. The Bears start the second half with some needed points. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Ben Johnson dialing it up. They're going to try for the two-point conversion.
The Bears will line up for the two-point conversion.
Williams trying to throw for it. And he's into the end zone again, so he gets them the touchdown and the two, and single-handedly shaves 8 points off that lead. Critical two-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A three-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Here's a return from the 7. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they can really use some more points on this drive. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Gone. Underneath, it's Gibbs. And this one doesn't go far.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve. Some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
2nd down now. They need 7. Now gone. Short pass caught by his tight end. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Off now on 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
On comes Jack Fox to handle the 4th down punt for the Lions. He has it at the 22. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. The Bears and Caleb Williams running out for their next drive. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. To throw is Williams. Big strike here to Moore. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. So 20 yards on that play. And that'll be 1st down Chicago.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
He gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up second down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Need to shake off that sack and quick. Here comes 2nd and 13. Williams set to pass. And that is caught. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears take a third-quarter lead. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts them in front here in the second half. Puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
Santos now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bears take a 4-point lead.
Bears 28, Lions 24.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Sailors now on the return. Jukes away from one. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they've placed upon him. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Throwing is gone. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one does not go far.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Off play action, Goff. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And that short gain is enough for a new set of down.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Lions.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
New set of downs from 37. A pitch out to Montgomery. Very small gain, if anything here, maybe a yard. It's second down.
Tackled by Jalen Johnson. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Bears bringing out an extra DB here. Third down. They'll air it out on third. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain.
That's good for a Lions first down. A gain of 40 yards. And a Lions first down.
The best offenses in the league, and I don't really care what level it is, Kate. They stretch you vertically, and they'll stretch you horizontally. You show them that same look and just push the ball vertical, they'll catch on to it. But you start to mix and match and run these guys across the field, you become dangerous.
Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys. Not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
This is Gibbs on second down. And that's good for a few. It brings up third down.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
They'll throw, third and long. Complete to St. Brown. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on third down, and they've got themselves a first and goal.
Detroit Lions, first down. First and goal.
3 quarters in the books from this one. It's Lions ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here, first and goal. They send the tight end in motion. First and goal, here's Gibbs. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know, what do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And he will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions take a fourth-quarter lead. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Needs to go up by a field goal here in the 4th. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions push their lead to 3.
31. Bears 28.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Blackwell now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. They find themselves down here in the fourth after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. One play action. Williams. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
On a quick slant, it's Loveland. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. Give him 25 on that play. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
And the Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
1st down. Here's Swift. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Williams from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Williams. He finds a Dunze downfield. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
For a Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Those routes across the field become oh so dangerous the longer that play progresses. It gives him more time to get free, wiggle away from that man-to-man coverage. And with enough time, it's almost inevitable he'll find enough space for a completion.
On the give, it's Swift. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Going run again with Swift. And he takes this one in for a Chicago touchdown. The Bears take a 4th quarter lead. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Now a try to go up by 4, put it out of the range of a field goal. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears take a 4-point lead.
The score, Bears 35, Lions 31.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this second half. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Drive begins with Gibbs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Another one for Gibbs. Escapes a defender. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that is good for Detroit 1st down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Goff. Downfield is fine, safe ground. And he's sent out right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Detroit Lions, 1st down. It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Lions.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And that effort yields him about 3 yards there. 2nd down.
Brought down at the 37-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Goff tosses that quickly out wide. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Jamison Williams. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun. Goff. Taking a chance to the end zone. Defender gets his hand in there and breaks it up. A possible touchdown denied. That's going to bring up 4th down. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown. And you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Going all the way to the end zone here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Well, 99% of what they did was excellent. Right play call, good route, great throw. Just needed to make that catch. That's a situation you expect your guys to convert every time.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Williams on the play action. And that's got it left side. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that'll be 1st down Chicago.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. On play action, here's Williams. Got for big yards on the right side. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. They get 27 on the play. And it'll be first down Bears.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. They're going to run here. Kyle Manunga. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
3rd down. Here's Williams. Hits his running back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Awareness. You've got to be aware. Play caller, quarterback, receiver have to be aware of where the sticks are. That route just not enough, not deep enough to extend the drive and move the chains.
Important moment as they turn to Cairo Santos. Pretty automatic look for him from the left. Tracking for it, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the 4th quarter when it really matters.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Sailors now on the return. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. The Lions and wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown getting set for their next drive. And I think by this point we can all agree, Brock, that he is not going to be stopped until the clock stops at the end of this game. He just continues to make catches count in this second half. Now Ryan Lyons just about ready. 1st and 10. Enough to Gibbs from the gun. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And this is going to bring up 3rd down, Brock. He elected to bounce it outside. Picked up 3.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Goff. That's complete to Sloan. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. A give to Gibbs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
49-yard line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Hand off running right, Montgomery. And that's a good run. Give him a gain of about 7 on the cut back towards the middle. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
They're looking to throw. Bears getting close, so they're going to take him down. And the defense comes through. 4th down, that much tougher.
As we're into the 4th quarter, we know this. We know that money down could not be any more important than right now. Both sides are certainly fatigued. You feel it in both their play. But battling through what's been a physical contest all game long, going to be the key here down the stretch.
The Lions readying for the punt. Jack Fox will kick it away. The Bears and Caleb Williams running out for their next drive. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. The Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And they come through with a big stop there. Got him down for a loss as they keep fighting back here in the 4th.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, Williams. Fits it through the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Now we've got some whistles as a member of the Bears is shaken up and could use a look from the trainers here. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. First down, Williams. And down he goes. The Lions rush gets home. So a timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. So after the sack, quite the situation they find themselves in. Here comes 2nd and 22. One guy with it. Good running there to get around 6, but now they've got 3rd down. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. That's why they got the home run derby. But you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Looking to throw. Skips it short of his man. That brings up 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
They'll bring out the punter here. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. The Lions and wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown getting set for their next drive. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap here to go. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. Running on second with Montgomery. And he's not going to get anything, as that brings us to the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Lions losing by 7. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Here he is to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. That play good for 17 on a 1st down.
That's good for a Lions 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
He'll look to throw it. Completed over the middle. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bears territory.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Bears' 45-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here he is to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
They put a receiver in motion right. It's on target to Williams. Pick up a few as he heads out of bounds. It's a gain of 4 there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
So 1st down from the 41. They give up the gut to Montgomery. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
Setting up to pass. This one to Williams out left side. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their 3rd. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
A modest amount of time left, Brock, but crucially, no timeouts for him. It's 1st down. Back to throw. And really, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
You know those elite zone defenses in basketball, Kate, it just feels like they're everywhere, clogging up every passing lane. This quarterback, well, he felt the same thing when he dropped back. Nowhere to go but for a sack.
Goff to the air now. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. So the Bears come away with the win. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears winners as we say so long from Chicago.